In this video, we're going to review the Hiboy S2R Plus electric scooter. We're going to unbox, go over the controls and app, test ride, and review the scooter. The S2R Plus has a 350 watt front hub motor with a max speed of 19 miles per hour, 36 volt, 8.7 amp hour removable battery with a range of up to 22 miles, electric braking and rear disc brake, headlight and tail light, 9-inch air-filled tires, and weighs 32 pounds. Additional specs can be found in the description section below. Here we have the Hiboy S2R Plus box, and I'm going to unbox it. For the interest of time, I'm going to take everything out and put it on the table. This was everything inside the box. I'm going to take the pieces of foam off. And here we have a bag. And it looks like we have the charger. This other bag we have the Allen keys, some screws, and looks like an adapter for the tire. This is the quick start. This is the manual, and you can pause at any time. Right now we're going to assemble the scooter. It says to fold this up first and lock it into place, but I'm not going to do that because of my camera angle. I'm actually going to install the handlebar first. You need to make sure that this is connected. It's connected by default for me, but it might not be for you. And then over here, we're going to feed the cables inside the tube. Next, we want to align this handlebar piece with the stem. So this goes into place. There's going to be 6 screws, 2 on the front, 2 on the bottom, and 2 on the back. We'll take our bag. The bag actually comes with 8 in case you lose 2 of them. I'm just threading them in by hand. And then I'll take the Allen key that fits, and I'll tighten all of them. And I'll double check to make sure they're all tight. Now that it's all tight, we can lock it into place. So I'll just show you this mechanism. This thing folds down, and then this lever pulls into place. And by default, you cannot unlock it without pulling this tab up. And then this folds back down. The charging port is right here. You'll pull this piece of rubber off, then you'll take this end of the adapter, plug it in, and then plug in the other end into an outlet. There's an indicator light on the power brick. It should be red, and once it's fully charged, it should turn green. We have a set of keys right here. Down here we have a lock. Turning it clockwise doesn't do anything. Turning it counterclockwise, this lifts, and then you can pull the battery out. This is the battery in case you're interested. There's another charging port right here, so you can take this out of the scooter and charge the battery by itself. You can also swap them out if you wanted to. This is the bottom. This is the inside of the scooter where the battery connects, and turning the key release this mechanism right here. Back here we don't have anything. Putting the battery back in, we just prop that down, make sure it's flush, and push this back in. And again, this was to unlock that mechanism, and then you can pull the battery out by pulling it straight upwards. Back here we have the wheel latch, and it attaches to this mechanism on the handlebar. So by default, This just slides down and it connects, and if you grab this stem, the whole scooter will lift up. In order to release the latch, you would push this while pulling up, and this comes off. Over here we have the kickstand, and then back here we have the rear disc brake. Coming up here we have the grip, we have a bell, the rear brake lever. This is the latch that attaches to the rear footrest area. We have the display here, the throttle, and then another grip. In order to turn the scooter on, you push and hold the power button. Up here we have a green S, that's the regular mode. It goes up to 13 miles per hour. If you push the power button twice, it turns red, and that goes up to 19 miles per hour. We have the speed in miles per hour and the battery level. If we press the power button once, it turns the headlight on. If you press it again, it turns it off. If you press the power button 3 times, you'll hear it beep twice. That means the cruise control is activated. If you press it 3 times again, it turns it off. And then if you press and hold the power button, it'll turn it off. Using my phone, I'm going to scan the QR code in the manual. It brings me to this website. I can download for Android, iOS, or this other icon says under development. I have a iOS device. It downloaded the app. Let's open it. Allow Bluetooth. I don't have an account, so I'm going to register for one. I registered successfully. I had to get a verification code in my email. I'm going to enter the credentials in right now. Right now it's searching for equipment. I'm going to turn the scooter on, and it's searching for nearby devices. And it found the S2R Plus. It's adding the equipment. This is where you can change from miles per hour to kilometers per hour. I'm going to keep it at miles per hour. You can disable Bluetooth, turn the headlight on and off. You can lock it. This is the mileage on the bottom, the remaining power, riding time, speed mode. It's drive or sport, and then you can enable or disable cruise control. Put your finger on the throttle for more than 5 seconds. After hearing a long beep, you can release the throttle and the vehicle will continue to drive at the current speed. Pinch down the brake lever or press the accelerator again to cancel the cruise control. Please be careful to turn this function while entering a residential area where motor lanes mix with people and vehicles. Okay, so I turned it back on. Going back to the main menu, it has the devices, an eShop, and then the user information. Username, change the password, vehicle settings. So this is what I'm interested in. You can turn cruise control on or off. You can adjust the cruise control speed. You can change from comfort to sport. The sport speed limit. Zero start is what I'm interested in. Currently, if I push the thumb throttle, nothing happens, but if I enable this, I should be able to start the scooter without having to kickstart. So I'm lifting the front wheel off the ground and I'm able to go. And then this is the current units. You can modify the device name. You can do a Bluetooth upgrade. Nothing's happening. There's a controller upgrade. Nothing's happening. And then initiate INIT device, nothing happens. So that's everything here. And then you can also log out. I think you can also set the location, but I disabled the GPS function for now. And that's everything. I enabled zero start so I can push the throttle without kicking off. and it brings me to the 13 miles per hour. And then for sport mode, I'm getting the 19 miles per hour. I'm going to test the acceleration and top speeds in both of the drive and sport modes. So we're in drive mode right now. It has the green S. Holding the throttle, we're getting 13 miles per hour on the scooter, and the GPS says the same thing. It actually says 16, but right now it's at 13 again, back at 12. And cruise control activated, so we're able to hold this speed constantly, and it seems to be pretty smooth. Pressing on to the brake, we were able to disable cruise control. Double clicking the power button, we're in sport mode. And we hit 17 miles per hour, 18 miles per hour. I'm holding this for 5 seconds. Cruise control should activate. Hasn't activated yet, but that's fine. We hit the 18 miles per hour, and it feels pretty fast considering how light and small this scooter is compared to other bigger scooters. And we're just able to hold that constantly. I'm on a semi-slight incline, so we did get a reduction to 16 miles per hour. If you go on steeper hills, you'll probably have more of a loss of speed. Right now we're going to test the brakes. I'm just going to hit the top speed and then slam on the, well, maybe not slam on the brake, but gradually press it so that I don't get launched off. So this is not a scientific method, it's just a quick way to compare different vehicles. So 18. Okay. As you notice here, the scooter, the rear starts to slide, and I slammed it. I pressed the brakes in the front of the vehicle. I'm towards the end. I'd say that's about 15 feet. Let's try it again. Behind this SUV. And I'm at the front of the tires. It's about maybe 15, 16 feet. So the brakes do work. There's a disc brake in the rear, and I think the front hub also reduces speed to provide some electric braking. The brakes do work. I would just be very cautious, especially if someone or something goes in front of you. You gotta consider that distance. I'm gonna scoot around and give you my thoughts. So what I like the most about this scooter is that it has a detachable battery. I have another Hiboy scooter and I liked it. I had a few scooters in the $300 to $600 range. I have review videos for all of them. I actually kept the Hiboy one because of how smooth and quick it was. Just everything about it I liked. And this one seems like a better version. I'll probably keep this one and then sell the other one that I have. The reason why I like this one over the other one is because it has that detachable battery, and it just makes things more convenient, especially if you want to take the battery out and charge it somewhere without having to take the entire scooter. The brakes are decent, cruise control works. There's a usable and safe amount of torque for this size scooter. It feels pretty quick, especially when you hit that 18 miles per hour, and just everything about it works. There is a headlight that you can turn on by pressing the power button, and then there is a bell as well. There's also an app, and you can do most of the settings that you can do on the screen, with the exception of change it to kilometer per hour to miles per hour, and also disabling zero start, so you can actually push the throttle without kicking off. And you can also log your trip because you can track by GPS, but you actually don't need it to use the scooter. Overall, I like the scooter. I plan to keep it over the other ones I have. Scooter does MSRP for $569.99. When I checked the price a few weeks ago, it was around $350 or $400. So there are sales for the latest price. Please check the description section below, and you might also get potential discounts. So thank you guys for watching. Please like this video if you found it helpful. Please leave any questions or comments in the comment section below, and if you want to see more videos like this, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys, and take care.